When the narcissist starts an argument with you. Have you ever found yourself in a heated argument with someone who seems to have no intention of resolving the issue? Someone who twists every word you say, refuses to take responsibility for their actions, and somehow always manages to make you feel like the one in the wrong. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Narcissists thrive on conflict and will often start an argument out of nowhere, not because they genuinely want to solve a problem, but because they seek to manipulate, control, and win. In this article, we're going to dive deep into why narcissists start arguments, how they escalate them, and how you can protect yourself when you find yourself in the middle of one. Narcissists are experts at pushing your buttons. Their arguments aren't about finding common ground or coming to a mutual understanding. Instead, their goal is to assert dominance, prove their superiority, and make you feel insignificant. They twist facts, deny their actions, and gaslight you to make you doubt your own reality. But here's the thing. When a narcissist starts an argument with you, it's not about the issue at hand. It's about maintaining control over you and asserting their power. The moment you recognize this dynamic, you'll be better equipped to navigate the emotional minefield they create. If you're ready to learn how to handle a narcissist when they start an argument, stick with me until the end. And before we dive deeper into the psychology behind narcissistic arguments, be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from understanding the narcissist's tactics. The more we understand their behavior, the better we can protect ourselves from the emotional turmoil they bring. When a narcissist starts an argument with you, it can feel like you're walking into a battlefield with no clear rules of engagement. From the start, you may notice that they have an uncanny ability to twist your words and shift the blame onto you, no matter how clear the issue is. This is because narcissists are not interested in resolving conflict, they're interested in winning. Their primary objective is to make themselves appear superior while making you feel inferior. This constant need to win is rooted in their fragile sense of self-esteem. On the outside, a narcissist might present themselves as confident, even arrogant. But underneath that exterior is someone who is deeply insecure and fragile. They crave admiration and validation because they cannot provide it for themselves. Their entire self-worth is dependent on external praise, and the moment they feel criticized or challenged, they react defensively. Narcissists need to feel in control, and an argument is one of the easiest ways for them to assert dominance over others. When they begin an argument with you, it often seems as though they are provoking you for no reason. This is because, for narcissists, conflict is a tool to reinforce their superiority. They don't need a legitimate reason to argue. They will start an argument over something small or even completely trivial simply because they want to have power over you. Their ego depends on it. What's more unsettling is that narcissists often act as if they're the ones being wronged, even when it's clear they're the instigators. This tactic is known as victim playing. They will turn the situation around to make you feel guilty for attacking them. For example, if you confront them about something hurtful they did, they may respond with something like, "I can't believe you're accusing me of that. After everything I've done for you, you're going to treat me like this." Suddenly, the argument is about your betrayal rather than their toxic behavior. As the argument continues, you'll likely notice that the narcissist becomes increasingly agitated. They don't want a discussion, they want a fight. Narcissists often escalate situations unnecessarily, raising their voice, becoming aggressive, or even insulting you in an attempt to provoke a reaction. This is their way of asserting dominance. They want to make you feel as though you're not entitled to your own thoughts or feelings. They may belittle you, dismiss your concerns, or invalidate your emotions altogether. But why do they do this? Why does a narcissist seem to want to start an argument over nothing? The answer lies in their need to control. Narcissists feel threatened when they're not in charge. If they sense that they don't have control over a situation, they will act out, pushing your buttons and provoking a response. The argument becomes less about the issue at hand and more about them asserting their dominance. They want to feel powerful, and they'll stop at nothing to ensure they're the one winning. It's important to note that narcissists are often extremely skilled at manipulating the conversation. If they feel they're losing control of the argument, they will shift tactics. One moment they may try to guilt-trip you, and the next, they might attack your character or past mistakes. Their goal is to confuse and overwhelm you to the point where you don't know how to respond. The more they can disorient you, the more they can win the argument, regardless of the facts. If you've ever found yourself in a situation where the narcissist refuses to listen to reason or continuously shifts the focus of the argument, you're not imagining things. Narcissists have mastered the art of gaslighting, a manipulative tactic where they make you question your reality and memories. They may deny things they've said or done, rewrite history, or accuse you of being overly sensitive or irrational. The goal is to make you doubt yourself and your perceptions so that they remain in control. So, what should you do when a narcissist starts an argument with you? First and foremost, you need to recognize that the argument is not about finding a solution. It's about maintaining their power over you. Once you understand this, you can approach the situation with more clarity. The best way to handle a narcissistic argument is to stay calm and avoid getting drawn into their emotional chaos. Narcissists thrive on emotional reactions, so the more you remain composed, the less power they have over you. If you engage emotionally, you're giving them the ammunition they need to manipulate you. It's important to set boundaries and not allow them to drag you into a vicious cycle of accusations and insults. One effective strategy is to detach emotionally and use grey rock techniques, responding with minimal emotional engagement. When they escalate the argument or make insulting comments, you can calmly respond with short, factual statements like, "I don't think we're going to agree on this," or "I don't feel comfortable discussing this any further." Narcissists are looking for an emotional reaction, so if you give them nothing, they may lose interest. Another important strategy is not to take their bait. Narcissists will often try to provoke you by pushing buttons that are particularly sensitive to you, whether that's personal insecurities or past mistakes. Don't fall for it. Stay focused on the issue at hand, and don't allow them to divert the conversation. Remember, they want to create chaos and confusion. If you stay grounded, you can prevent them from gaining control. The most challenging aspect of dealing with narcissistic arguments is realizing that no matter how logical, reasonable, or calm you are, they will rarely, if ever, admit fault. Narcissists are incapable of genuine self-reflection because their ego is fragile. They cannot tolerate being wrong because it would challenge their carefully constructed image of superiority. As a result, they will rarely acknowledge their mistakes or apologize. Instead, they will either deny their actions, deflect blame, or minimize the issue to make it seem like it's no big deal. This can be incredibly frustrating, especially if you're someone who values resolution and closure. But here's the truth: narcissists aren't interested in resolution. They're interested in maintaining their image and manipulating those around them. You will likely never get the apology or understanding that you deserve from them. But here's the silver lining: when you stop expecting them to change, you free yourself from the emotional trap they set. Thank you for joining me in this discussion about narcissists and the toxic, often unpredictable, nature of their arguments. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you now know that their goal is not to resolve conflicts, but to maintain control. By recognizing their tactics, staying emotionally grounded, and refusing to engage in their chaos, you can protect yourself from the emotional harm they seek to inflict. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into understanding narcissism and how to navigate relationships with toxic individuals. Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation and help each other deal with the emotional toll narcissists can take on our lives. Narcissists are demons in disguise, ruining your soul. Have you ever met someone who, at first glance, seemed charismatic, charming, and confident, only to later reveal themselves as manipulative, self-centered, and destructive? Someone who sucked the life out of you, drained your energy, and made you feel small and worthless. It's not just a bad person you've encountered, it's a narcissist. And trust me when I say, narcissists are demons in disguise, the kind that creep into your life, ruining your soul piece by piece, while you remain oblivious to the toll they're taking on your emotional and mental well-being. You see, narcissists aren't just people who love themselves a little too much. They are experts at deception, masters of manipulation, and individuals who will stop at nothing to maintain their illusion of superiority. What happens when a narcissist enters your life? Well, things take a dark turn, and most people don't even realize how deeply they are being harmed until it's too late. This article will reveal a shocking truth about narcissists and how they invade your mind and spirit in ways you could never imagine. Before we dive into this eye-opening discussion, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. If this is a topic that resonates with you or someone you know, make sure to like, share, and comment. Let's unravel the truth about narcissists and how they can slowly, yet methodically, ruin your life. You may have heard the term narcissist thrown around, but what does it truly mean when we talk about a narcissist ruining your soul? It's far more than just someone with an inflated sense of self-importance. Narcissism, in its most dangerous form, is an insidious psychological condition, a destructive force that can infiltrate every corner of your existence. But the most alarming thing about narcissists is that they rarely appear as the bad guys at first. On the surface, they seem perfect. They might appear charming, intelligent, funny, or even empathetic. The narcissist knows exactly how to create an illusion of warmth and authenticity, drawing you in like a moth to a flame. Narcissists are skilled at mirroring. They reflect your desires, your values, your dreams, whatever they need to do to gain your trust and admiration. At first, it's intoxicating. You think, wow, this person really gets me. But what happens when you stop seeing them for who they truly are and start seeing them through the lens of their manipulation? That's when the soul-crushing process begins. Narcissists are not just emotionally draining, they are spiritual vampires. They don't just want your admiration, they want your energy, your life force. Their every interaction is designed to make you feel dependent on them, whether that's through praise, guilt-tripping, emotional invalidation, or outright control. The most dangerous narcissists don't just ruin your self-esteem, they chip away at the very core of your being, your sense of identity, and your personal power. And by the time you realize what's happening, they have already embedded themselves into your psyche, turning every moment spent with them into an emotional minefield. When you first meet a narcissist, they will likely captivate you. Their charm is magnetic. They have a way of making you feel special, like you're the most important person in the room. Narcissists are notorious for their ability to put on a facade of perfection. Their love-bombing tactics are often overwhelming, showering you with compliments, attention, and gifts. In these moments, you may find yourself feeling validated in ways you've never felt before. The narcissist seems like the perfect partner, friend, or colleague. They reflect everything you've ever wanted in a person, and they make you feel like you're the center of their universe. But beneath the surface lies a darker reality. The more you interact with the narcissist, the more you begin to notice subtle shifts in their behavior. The compliments you once received are replaced by backhanded comments, passive-aggressive remarks, or outright criticism. You begin to question yourself. The narcissist's demands for validation become insatiable. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. Your confidence starts to erode, and what was once a vibrant, empowered individual slowly becomes a shell of their former self. The narcissist knows exactly how to manipulate your emotions. They will use your vulnerabilities against you, feeding off your insecurities. They are expert gaslighters, twisting the truth, making you doubt your perceptions, and leaving you questioning your own sanity. Over time, you begin to lose your sense of reality. What you once believed about yourself is replaced with the narcissist's narrative, which is often filled with confusion, self-doubt, and fear. This gradual erosion of your identity is what I mean when I say narcissists ruin your soul. They don't just tear down your self-esteem, they rewrite your story, turning you into a mere reflection of their warped perception of you. You no longer recognize the person you once were. The narcissist has invaded your mind, and with every interaction, they draw you deeper into their web of control. The real danger of narcissism is that it doesn't always manifest in overt